What's going on, guys? OddManMC back at you with another episode of Today in Minecraft, and today I'm going to tell you all you need to know about the villagers. Villagers are passive mobs, which means they do not attack you. They inhabit villages, work at their professions, and can breed and interact. Their outfits vary according to their occupation and biome. A player can trade with them using emeralds. They are majestic. Except for the wandering trader, we don't need him. As of now, there are currently 15 villager jobs that you can obtain in Minecraft. And all you have to do is put their profession block down in front of them to give them a job. And if you don't like their trades, you can always replace it, put it back down, and see if you like the trade you get. Then, this also works with just changing their jobs. So if I wanted to change a toolsmith into a cleric, I could just switch their things. But once you trade with them, if that first trade you trade with them, it's going to lock them in. So make sure that you're okay with that before you move forward. So if you notice, when you trade with villagers, they have this little badge right here that's going to slowly change over time. And the picture right here shows you that the very last one is diamond. That means that your villager has reached master level, which means that all their trades are maxed out and they cannot gain any more items to trade with. When you trade with villagers, you will notice that your popularity will go up with them, which means that you can sometimes get even better trades from other villagers in the village just by trading with one of them, because they talk to each other and tell each other that you're awesome and you need to get a discount on everything. Unfortunately, your popularity goes down when you attack villagers. Not only does this make your popularity go down, it also can increase the price of trades, and also if there's any iron golem spawn nearby, they will attack you. And trust me, you do not want to make these guys mad because they hit hard. They will destroy you. Now, killing a villager doesn't actually cause them to drop any items, but if you show them an emerald in your hand, they will show you an item you can trade for the emeralds. Now let's take a look at the different villager professions. First up, we have the Armorer. His workstation is the Blast Furnace. You can recognize them because they have the welding mask on, and they tend to trade foundry items and they sell stuff such as chains and iron, and eventually at a higher tier, they will sell diamond armor that can also be enchanted. The Butcher, whose workstation is a smoker, has a red headband and a white apron. They trade meats, sweet berries, and other things such as rabbit stew and dried kelp blocks. The Cartographer has the Cartographer table, and it has a golden monocle. They trade banners and compasses, and you can also get different banner patterns, papers, and various maps from them that allow you to explore the world even further. So if you would like to get something to explore a woodland mansion or an ocean monument, these are the guys you want to see. The Cleric, who has a purple apron and a creeper cloak, his station is the Brewing Stand, and he trades magical items like ender pearls and redstone dust, and you can also get enchanting or potion ingredients from him. But my favorite thing is that you can trade rotten flesh, so if you have a zombie farm, you can get a lot of emeralds from this guy. The Leather Worker, his workstation is the Cauldron, and he trades leather, of course. You can get dyed leather, and you can also get him to trade rabbit hide. He wears a brown apron and brown gloves. The Farmer, whose workstation is the Composter, is wearing a straw hat, and you can trade things such as crops and other natural foods like apples, melons, and pumpkins. He is key in a villager breeder because you can rig it up so he can feed the other villagers so they can breed and have infinite villagers. Also great for an iron farm if you're working towards that. I would definitely get this guy. The Fisherman, whose workstation is a barrel, wears a fisherman's hat, which, I always thought it was a straw hat. So I always mistake them for farmers, but since the new update, they definitely look a little bit different. They trade campfires and different fishing item, and you can trade coal. So if you have a wither skeleton farm where you're getting a bunch of coal, you can trade him and get a ton of emeralds as well. You can get a lot of emeralds from a lot of these guys. The Fletcher, who has a hat with a feather in and a quiver on his back, his workstation is the Fletching Table. He trades bows, crossbows, and all types of arrows, except for lucky arrows, and archery ingredients. The Mason, or Stone Mason as he's known in Bedrock wears a black apron and black gloves. His workstation is the Stone Cutter, and you guessed it, you can trade different kinds of stones such as polished stones, terracotta, clay, glazed terracotta, and quartz. The Shepherd wears a brown hat and white apron, and his workstation is the Loom. He trades shears, wools, dyes, paintings, and beds. Make sure this one doesn't pull the wool over your eyes. The Toolsmith is wearing a black apron, and his workstation is the Tool Bench, and he trades different minerals such as iron. You can get the bell that you see in the middle of villages and different harvesting tools, and you can also get enchanted axes and shovels and pickaxes. The Weaponsmith has an eye patch and a black apron, and I always kind of think he looks like a James Bond villain, but his workstation is the Grindstone. He trades different minerals as well, very similar to the Toolsmith. You can get the bell from the center of the village, along with enchanted melee weapons such as axes and swords. And last but not least is the Librarian. They wear glasses and they have a book hat. I don't know if you ever noticed that. But these guys are one of my favorites. Their workstation is the Lectern, which is also a Redstone item. It's awesome. Definitely get it. They trade enchanted books, clocks, compasses, name tags, glass, ink sacks, lanterns, and books and quills. I use these guys so much. They're probably my favorite village profession. There's also the Nitwit Villager, which has a green coat, and he doesn't have a badge because he has no trades. There is no profession. I didn't feature him here because I don't really care for nitwits. They don't really serve any purpose for me. So, yeah. Sorry, nitwits. Actually, not really. When a villager has no trades or is unemployed, they look like this. And if you try to trade with them, they're just going to shake their head at you, saying, "Sorry, I have nothing to give you." The price of an item that a villager is selling can rise and fall, much like it does in the real life. So, if I were to buy these bookshelves and I was buying them pretty often, the price would go up, kind of like they are right now. But if I were buying those, then the paper would probably drop in price because he sees, oh, he's not buying paper, he's buying bookshelves. So he's going to up the price of bookshelves and lower the price of paper. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that villagers have that badge that signifies what level they are. They start out with Novice at level 1, level 2 is Apprentice, level 3 is Journeyman, level 4 is Expert, and level 5 finally is Master. The more trades you give them, the more experience they gain to get to that higher tier and level. So make sure you have a lot of emeralds because some of them you might be trading quite a bit. And the last thing I wanted to cover is transforming a zombie villager. Sometimes they can spawn in your world, but sometimes if you're playing on hard mode, if they get attacked by a zombie, they will come back as a zombie villager. The way you cure them is just by throwing a splash potion of weakness on them and giving them a golden apple. They're going to shake for a little bit, but eventually, one eternity later, any minute now, another eternity later, eventually they will transform and look like this, and if you have a profession block in front of them, they will take on that profession. Alright guys, that is all the time I have for today. I'm hoping I answered quite a bit of information about the villagers. I know I didn't touch on every little detail, but I'm hoping I gave you enough that you're ready to start working with these guys. Remember, you can always follow me on social media such as Twitter and Instagram. I am on Facebook. I don't post as much there, but I am on TikTok now, and I'm having a really good time and really fun time making videos for that. But always remember, guys, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and always hit that bell so you know when I'm uploading content. I upload videos every Monday and Wednesday, and I try to stream every Friday. But remember, do not punch an iron golem, but be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.